They say the truth shall set you free. But what if some truths are too powerful? Too dangerous? Too world-altering, to ever be known? Welcome to the Vatican Apostolic Archive. Once called the Vatican Secret Archive, it's one of the most enigmatic and impenetrable institutions on Earth. Buried beneath Vatican City, this vast network of chambers holds more than 50 miles of shelves. What lies on them? Documents that span over 12 centuries, covering everything from ancient kings and fallen empires to forbidden gospels, war crimes, and possibly secrets not of this world. Join us now, as we descend into the depths of power, prophecy, and peril. This is not just a documentary. This is a journey into hidden history. The year is 1612. Pope Paul V officially establishes the Vatican Secret Archive, Archivum Secretum Vaticanum. Secretum doesn't mean secret in a sinister way. It means private. But as centuries passed, the idea of a secret archive caught the public imagination. Locked away here are papal letters to emperors, kings, and revolutionaries. Trial records from the Inquisition. Scientific documents blacklisted by the Church. Ancient maps, treaties, and theological declarations that shaped history. Why hide it all? Officially, it's to preserve and protect. But others believe it's to control, to censor, to bury truths that could rewrite religion and history itself. Imagine this, 53 miles of shelving. Millions of documents. No public access. No cameras. No wandering. You must know exactly what you're looking for, and even then, you may be denied. The archive is protected by reinforced steel doors. Round-the-clock surveillance. A meticulous vetting process that grants access to only a handful of scholars. Among the known contents: Galileo's heresy trial transcripts. The excommunication of Martin Luther. A letter from Mary, Queen of Scots, written before her execution. But what about the unknown? Some documents may never be seen by anyone outside the Vatican. Why the extreme secrecy, unless there's something far more significant being hidden? Not all Gospels made it into the Bible. Some were labeled apocryphal, heretical, too dangerous for the faithful. Enter the Gospel of Thomas, of Mary Magdalene, and of Judas. These banned texts show a Jesus who laughs on the cross. Reveal Judas as a chosen one, not a traitor. Paint Mary Magdalene as a spiritual leader, not a fallen woman. Fragments have been discovered in Egypt and elsewhere. But full, unaltered versions? Believed to be locked in the Vatican archive. If true, they could dismantle centuries of church doctrine. What happens when the faith you've followed your entire life turns out to be only part of the story? The Knights Templar, feared, powerful, and mysteriously betrayed. Once heroes of the Crusades, they amassed massive wealth and influence. In 1307, they were suddenly rounded up, tortured, and executed. Why? Historians suspect. The Templars found something in Jerusalem. They communicated directly with the Vatican. They held a truth that could rival church authority. Rumors say the Vatican possesses letters between the last Templar Grand Master and Pope Clement V. Ritual documents never meant to be seen. Secrets about bloodlines, even the Holy Grail. Could the true reason for the Templars' destruction still be hidden in the archive? This may be the wildest mystery yet, a time machine. The Chronovisor. Father Pellegrino Ernetti, a Benedictine monk and scientist, claimed in the 1960s that he helped the Vatican construct a device that could see into the past. He allegedly witnessed the crucifixion of Jesus, lost Roman plays, Historical figures like Napoleon and Cicero. He described the machine in vivid detail, until the Vatican allegedly confiscated all his notes after his death. Was it a hoax? Or was it an invention so dangerous, it had to be buried forever? During World War II, Pope Pius XII was accused of silence in the face of the Holocaust. Defenders say he acted covertly. Critics say he did too little, too late. The Vatican Archive contains private letters to and from Nazi officials, internal memos warning of Jewish deportations, instructions to clergy on whether to hide or expose victims. In recent years, select documents have been declassified. But many remain locked. Why? Perhaps the truth reveals uncomfortable complicity, or heroic actions that history has overlooked. Or perhaps, something deeper. Strange lights. Celestial beings. Wheels of fire. Ancient texts from every major religion describe sky phenomena that defy logic. The Bible speaks of fiery chariots. Medieval manuscripts show orbs floating above cities. The Vatican Observatory exists today. Not just as a symbol of science, but perhaps something more. Some say the archive contains documents of otherworldly contact. Astronomical logs reveal patterns unknown to science. And ancient scrolls suggest knowledge of alien life long before modern sightings. In 2009, a Vatican astronomer said that belief in aliens does not contradict the Catholic faith. Was this disclosure intentional? In 1917, 3 children in Fatima, Portugal claimed the Virgin Mary gave them 3 prophetic secrets. The first 2 predicted war and communism. The third? Withheld until 2000, when the Vatican finally released it. Many believe what was published was not the full secret. A 4th prophecy, perhaps. One that speaks of the assassination of a pope, the fall of Rome, the rise of a false church. Is the real secret of Fatima buried in the archive, kept from the world to avoid panic? Or are we being protected from the future? Forget horror movies. The Vatican has real records of exorcisms. Behind sealed doors lie audio recordings of demonic voices, transcripts of rituals gone wrong, reports of levitation, xenoglossy, and inhuman strength. One tale speaks of a nun who predicted 3 papal deaths while possessed. Another involves a young boy in Rome whose case was so terrifying, the files were immediately classified. These stories are more than folklore. They are documented, stamped, and stored in the archive. What we've uncovered tonight is not just a vault, it's a mirror. A reflection of our fear, our faith, our hunger for truth. The Vatican Archive is real. Its walls are thick. Its gates are locked. But what makes it powerful is not just what's inside, it's what it makes us wonder. Are we ready for what lies within? Are some truths meant to be hidden? Or is the greatest danger, never knowing? Thank you for joining us on this descent into mystery, power, and revelation. If this journey intrigued you, subscribe, comment, and share. We're only scratching the surface. Until next time, stay curious, and remember. Some doors, once opened, can never be closed.